did you stomp on someone's masculine energy? I was working as a server at this upscale steakhouse downtown when my boss Nathan, said he wanted one night with me. For 6 months, he'd been the overly friendly manager who always scheduled me for the best shifts and made sure I got the tables with big spenders. He'd compliment my work ethic while staring at my legs and find excuses to touch my shoulder when explaining new menu items. The attention was annoying, but I needed the money for nursing school. Nathan made sure I walked out with at least 200 in tips every night, even on slow Mondays. Other servers complained they barely made half that, but I kept my mouth shut. I figured dealing with his gross comments was worth the extra cash that was getting me closer to my degree. Everything changed on a Thursday afternoon when I walked in for my shift. Nathan was standing by the host stand with his arms crossed and no heart on, with this look on his face like I'd personally offended him. He didn't say hi or ask about my day like usual. Instead, he handed me the worst section in the restaurant by the kitchen doors where the AC didn't work right. Throughout my shift, Nathan kept finding problems with everything I did. He said I was taking too long with orders even though I was moving faster than everyone else. He pulled me aside to criticize how I was holding the serving tray. When a customer complimented me to him directly, Nathan just grunted and walked away. The other servers kept asking if I was okay because they'd never seen him treat me badly before. At the end of the night, I counted my tips and had only made $70. Nathan had been sending other servers to pick up my tables whenever big groups came in. He cut me early saying they were overstaffed even though 2 servers had called out sick. As I was leaving, he made a comment about my uniform looking sloppy, even though I was wearing the same thing I always wore. This treatment continued for a whole week. Nathan moved me to lunch shifts where tips were terrible. He wrote me up for being 2 minutes late when he used to let me clock in whenever I arrived. He stopped scheduling me for weekend nights and gave those shifts to newer servers. My income dropped so dramatically, I had to ask my roommate to cover utilities that month. Finally, I couldn't take it anymore and cornered Nathan in his office after closing. I asked him directly what his problem was and why he was suddenly treating me like garbage. He leaned back in his chair with this disgusted expression and said something that made my skin crawl. I had to find out from my wife that you're a lesbian. I stood there shocked for a second before responding. Yeah, so? Nathan's face turned red and he slammed his hand on the desk. He started ranting about how I'd led him on and made him look stupid. He said that I've never even gotten a taste of his masculine energy. That's when Nathan said something that made me realize how deep this went. He told me, I can't believe you're making me do this. You owe me $5,000. That's the total amount of tips I stole from the rest of the servers to give to you for the past 5 months. I want it back. It's either that or you give me one chance in bed to change your mind. Full story on channel link below.